You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. That's right, we back, baby. AEW Dynamite review. We are about to get this thing rolling. I am under the weather. I'm not feeling too hot, but nobody cares, so we are going to power through and get this thing done, because we all love AEW, and last night was a fantastic episode of Dynamite. But before we get into all of that, check out my socials. You already know, follow me, RJD underscore 199 on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, but most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor as well. Let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes, tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD. A very under the weather RJD, but RJD nonetheless. Yes, I know. Oh my God, he's under the weather. He coughed. He's got, no, none of that shit. None of that. Everybody's freaking out. None of that crap. But I ain't feeling too hot today. But we are going to still talk about AEW Dynamite because it was fantastic last night. But before we do, let us talk about hitting the like button. Shout out to Orange Cassidy. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all that. Follow a brother, HBO, help a brother out. Y'all already know. Shout out to the Poor Man's Podcast. That's dope. I'm stealing that. But hold it down, hit the like button. It don't cost you a thing. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for rocking with me. We are going to get this party started. So without further ado, let's talk about AEW Dynamite. So AEW Dynamite, as I turn on my fan a little bit more because it's hot as hell again. I'm about to go outside too. AEW Dynamite coming to you live from Detroit. It was a fantastic show, 13,000 strong, screaming, yelling, happy fans for blood and guts. First things first, AEW getting back to AEW storylines is great. This was awesome. It was a good show. No, it was a great show. Who am I lying? Who am I kidding? Probably one of the best AEW TV matches we've ever seen. We've said that a couple of times this year. One of the best AEW TV matches we've ever seen. Oh, a lot going on. Let us start with the orange one. Orange Cassidy came out to new music. He was supposed to have new music at Forbidden Door, but I guess they couldn't get the rights in time. They now have the rights. And Jefferson Starship's Jade. Very good song. Classic song. I like that song. It fits Orange Cassidy well. The best friends came out with tie-dye jumpsuits, I guess. I don't know. But it was great. Fits Orange Cassidy to a T. So 2 thumbs up for that. Then Dan Lambert is doing what Dan Lambert does. It's like every time this guy talks, it's like like, you know, and then they just shut the F up. It's like they just shut the F up chance as soon as this guy talks. Shout out to the crowd. Because the crowd was absolutely fantastic. The crowd was hot this entire freaking show. They were just going crazy. They loved every minute of this. AEW back on the road. The crowd was phenomenal. I ain't got nothing else to say about the crowd. Hot crowds make the shows 2 notches better than what they are. Dan Lambert had the referee kick out Chucky T and Trent because he said they're not managers. They don't have managers' licenses. Get them the hell out of here. And this was a perfect big man, little man match. The premise of this match, Ethan Page is strong. Orange Cassidy is not. Ethan Page is 230 pounds. Orange Cassidy's probably $150 soaking wet. But this whole thing was great. The fact that Orange Cassidy, his timing on everything is on point. The crowd was going crazy for the hand pocket spots. He went on the offensive early. He was getting the better of Ethan Page. But this whole match built up to, he's trying to power slam because, in attention to detail, notice this. Perfect. Dan Lambert said he could powerbomb you easily. He said that in the beginning promo. So the whole match, Orange Cassidy built up to a power slam. First time he tried to do it, couldn't do it. Second time he tried to do it, couldn't do it. Third time he tried to do it is when, obviously, you know, Dan Lambert has to get involved. So he jumps up there. Orange Cassidy puts hands in his pockets, ducks under him. Orange punch to Ethan Page. Comes back around, spits orange juice into Dan Lambert's face, which he had took from Dan Lambert. Another orange punch to Ethan Page, and then a quick power slam, which he finally was able to do. Crowd popped big for it, and he pinned him. So he beat him with a power slam after 2 orange punches, but he beat him with a power slam. So, listen. Y'all better stop talking about Orange Cassidy can't wrestle. Y'all better stop talking about, oh, it's too, I don't get it. Why do they always feature him? I don't get it. You know what you sound like? You sound
stupid.
This brother gets reactions. He sells merch. The crowd loves him. He can wrestle. He can work his ass off. So if you're still saying 3 years later, oh, I don't get it. Orange Cassidy, I don't get it. The hands in the pockets. Then you are
stupid.
And you are a loser. If you don't get it, watch the shows. The crowd goes crazy for this guy. He sells a lot of merch, I'm sure. So of course, Tony Khan's gonna feature him because he's a fan favorite in every city they go to. Stop saying this brother can't wrestle because you sound dumb. Oh, he can't work. You sound stupid. I mean, if you don't realize he can wrestle his ass off by now, I don't know what to tell you. Now, second thing, All Ego, Ethan Page is really good. There's a lot of underutilized people in AEW because they have so many people. So obviously, some people are going to get underutilized. It is what it is. But they need to start doing some more stuff with Ethan Page. They already got Scorpio Sky doing his thing. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Ethan Page, but every time they give him something to do, he kills it. They need to start giving his brother more things to do. That's my take on that whole thing. Then we had Christian Cage. He came out to have a conversation. So, Christian Cage said, listen, they sent me out here to apologize for last week for saying, but most importantly, to apologize for Jungle Boy's father for talking about him. I'm going to be sorry. So I am sorry that your whole family isn't dead. I was like, he said, I'm sorry that your whole family isn't dead except for your mom. Because he said,
oh yeah!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I cut the mic off. I cut the mic off by accident. So you didn't hear anything I just said. Oh, this is hilarious.
How dare you?
You gotta excuse the faultiness. I am under the weather, crazy. I took some stuff that knocked me the hell out. So we're not gonna make any excuses. We're just gonna go get it done.
Stop it. Get some help.
Back to the show. So with that being said, Christian Cage said, "You wondering why I was dressed in street clothes when I requested a match, but I never said the match was for me." So we heard dark music, we saw flaming hot pyro, and out comes Luchasaurus out the heel tunnel with all black mask, black tights, black everything, and he went to go fight Serpentico, and poor Serpentico got killed. He had a very good squash match with a snare trap, back of the neck nerve choke out, and then Serpentico got choke slammed on the floor, and that looked like it sucked, like really sucked. So apparently Christian Cage,
you've activated my trap card,
has himself a new dinosaur to watch his back. So this is either gonna resort in A, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus having a match, and Jungle Boy getting over more as a baby face, and having heel Luchasaurus get over as a heel, or this is gonna A, turn Luchasaurus into a crazy baby face, and when he reunites with Jungle Boy, they both needed something to do. They were both getting stale. That's why they took the tag team titles off them, which I'm not mad at. And now they both have something they can sink their teeth into with Christian while still working with Christian. This is great.
Perfect.
Can't argue with that. Danhausen comes out. Well, Max Caster comes out, cuts a rap, and then he said, "How you gonna support a guy who does whiteface?" It's like, what? What are you talking about, bro?
Nope.
But Danhausen is supposed to be fighting Max Caster and the Ass Boys. And Danhausen said, yes, I have tag team partners, and they might be good at wrestling. So, and then here comes FTR's music, and then the crowd goes crazy. In case you haven't noticed, FTR is over as hell. It is so great to see FTR as baby faces. I mean, they were over as heels because we love to hate FTR. They were assholes, but they were great at their job. Almost like, it's like they always remind me of like Triple H. It's like, I really like to hate them, but when he was gone and he came back, I was like, yo, I like Triple H. Where is he? His torn quad, I hope he's all right. But FTR is like, to see them come out and get those types of reactions, like organically, it's not like it was forced. They are organically just people started liking them. And I love that because they might very well be the best tag team in the world. That is arguably true. And when they come out and they're smiling and they're kissing babies and shaking hands, I'm like, shout out to FTR. They don't got to be mean mugging all the time. They're really, really good at what they do. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah!
The end of this match is what was most important. I did say Luchasaurus won, right? Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure I said that. So the end of this match saw FTR taking control, and Anthony Bowens, there's a hot tag into the match. Anthony Bowens jumped into the ring and tried to hit Danhausen, who ducked. He hit Danhausen, who ducked, and he's nothing wrong with his leg anymore. He's obviously cleared. You know, scissor me, daddy ass. He's been walking around rolling around in a wheelchair for the better part of a couple of months. And now he runs into the ring because he wants them to beat FTR and Danhausen. He tries to hit Danhausen. He ducks, hits one of the ass boys. And then after that, I think Danhausen, one of those guys, got the pin. One of the FTR guys. And so the ass boys are furious now. They're like, yo, you hit me with the damn crutch, you idiot. First of all, the crowd popped big for him running into the ring too. They're like, oh, you're not hurt anymore. Like, they were like,
surprise, motherfucker.
You're not hurt. So everybody was like, oh, it was cool. And then they start arguing. They start having a little shove match. And daddy ass, Billy Gunn, he comes and shoves the hell out of one of his sons. And he's like, calm down, I said. Respect my authority. You know what I'm saying?
Respect my authority!
So the ass boys leave. They're feeling sad. Max Caster and Bowens, they're sitting there like, I'm sorry. So the end is near for the Gun Club and the ass boy. The Gun Club and the Acclaimed. The end is near. They are going to be breaking up soon, which sucks because these guys are all great and they're really getting more popularity every week, like organically. So it sucks, but yeah, this is coming to an end real soon, unfortunately. But it was great while it lasted. But he was just like,
how dare you?
Then we also had, the Young Bucks. We had a Young Bucks promo. Well, let me talk about Scorpio Sky first. So Scorpio Sky will be having a street fight with Wardlow next week. Expect all of Top Team to go get in the middle of that.
Stop it. Get some help.
And we had the Young Bucks saying that all of their friends are hurt, and that sucks for them. Maybe they need to get some help too.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, we had Jade Cargill versus Leela Gray. This was a decent match. So, the end of this match was not in question. We had a Jade for the win. She said, there was a promo at the end, and homie was like, homegirl hasn't even filled out a W-2. Hathaway said about Gray after the match, which was, Stokely Hathaway is awesome. The fact that he got let go, still can't believe it. So he was like, between Statlander and Athena, you're not overlooked, you're just lazy. And this brought out Statlander and Statlander and Athena. They came out, they started sprinting. Like, Athena runs like she's like like she's running. Athena be out there running, and she's like really short. She'd be power running, and you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. We love Athena. So she came out, and then the crazy thing is, they came out, they started getting the better of the baby faces, but then Gray came out, and Gray pushed Athena off the top when Statlander was trying to hold her for the Eclipse. Gray jumped in there and started like trying to join the baddies. I'm sitting there like, wait, what? When did this happen?
Surprise, motherfucker.
She just whooped your ass and now you want to join her? What are you, Kevin Durant or something? Yeah, I know. Cheap heat. But I'm just like, what the hell is this? But she's probably gonna join the baddies, so good for her. And she's gotta take the place of Red Velvet, who is hurt. Red Velvet get well soon, and that was that. Then we had Blood and Guts, which was simply amazing.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, I can't say anything else. Like, we just applaud all of these brothers. JAS versus the Blackpool Combat Club. This was simply amazing. The only thing I didn't like is that Santana got hurt like almost as soon as he got into the ring, which sucks. Like, having Santana, there's no way that brother doesn't have a blown knee or a twisted up ankle or a rolled ankle or a broken ankle. There's no way. He went for a Uranagi as soon, like literally 30 seconds after he got into the match. He was on, and he was fired up too, which sucks. Sucks, man. Hate to see dudes get injured, man, especially like Santana, who is another guy who's underutilized. All LAX is underutilized, period. But comes in, goes wild, hits a Uranagi on somebody. I want to say it was Garcia, but he hit a Uranagi and his knee you just saw it go, like you just saw it buckle, and I was like, damn. So he rolled out of the way, and then he tried to get back into the match. I don't know if he tried to stand up or something, or he hit somebody with something, and he just fell back down out of frame. So Santana, I know when the injury report comes out, no way he doesn't have a blown knee or a messed up ankle. There's no way. Hopefully it's not a torn ACL, which is going to put him out 9 months at least. Hopefully. But we'll see, man. Just get better, Santana. Get better. Get well soon. So this started out with Castiglione and Sammy Guevara, who literally just ran for the entire time trying to buy this time. Castiglione is strong as hell. Oh my God, do I have any water left? Shit. Oh man, I need some water. Hold on, guys, I gotta get some water. I'm choking over here. Hold on. 1 second. All right, we back. I'm sorry, guys. I was choking. That was bad. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Whew. All right, I'm better. I'm back. I needed some water. All right. Now that I got the water, we back.
Perfect.
All right. So, Sammy Guevara running away. Claudio is very strong. He's always been very strong. This brother is immaculate, like in his strength. He's like he just be picking dudes up like one arm and like tossing them, and that strong style that he has is great. So Jericho Jericho, Angelo Parker, Matt Maynard, Jake Hager, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara versus Mox, Claudio, Castiglione, Santana Ortiz, Willa Yuta, and Eddie Kingston. This had blood, this had guts, this had kendo sticks, this had glass, this had thumbtacks, this had a Superman swing on top of the cage, this had Sammy Guevara doing a crazy bump off the top. And every time I see Sammy Guevara do crazy shit like that, I'm just like,
Stop it. Get some help.
then I'm like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
but I have to have a lot of for that brother, because I don't know if I'm jumping off a cage like that. Like if you jump off a cage, you kind of control it. I mean, he did like a swanton. He got thrown off the cage by Eddie Kingston. Did a swanton. I'm sure there was a crash pad under there, and it wasn't as bad as it looked. Like, we all saw the video of Vince McMahon jumping off the damn balcony onto a crash pad, and he said, yeah, pal, like this. You know what I'm saying? So, if Vince McMahon crazy ass, I mean that in a good way. If Vince McMahon crazy ass could do a freaking jump off a damn thing, I'm sure I could do it, you know, as safe as possible. But he's great. So, we had a We the People chant when Jake Hager and Castiglione ended up, because they were a tag team in WWE. And I'm going to bounce around the match here. Well, we did have a We the People chant. That was great. It was good to see those two guys. And those are big guys. Like, Jake Hager is not a little man. He's about 6'5", 6'6". Claudio is about 6'5", 6'6" too. And they're both jacked. They're both strong physically. And we know Jake Hager can fight. So, Moxley entered ahead of Kingston, building to the arrival. Because Kingston came in last, because he wanted Jericho, who also came in last. Moxley introduced Broken Glass, power driving Parker onto Broken Glass. I'm just sitting here like, what are we doing? You're crazy.
Stop it. Get some help.
And I also saw a, if it wasn't a power bomb, it was like a Uranagi onto the thumbtacks or something like that. That was crazy. Eddie Kingston came in, hit one dude with a kendo stick, hit another dude with a kendo sticks, and then he went and he kendo sticked the hell out of Jericho when he entered the match. That was crazy. Ty Conti, well, and the good thing is too, let me back up a little bit. No, that wasn't emotional damage. They had a promo package talking about blood and guts, and Ruby Soho said Eddie Kingston is like, he doesn't trust a lot of people and he trusts me. So I don't take that for granted. This was before the match. And then Ty Conti came out dressed in red like everybody else, because they all had on red Backstreet Boys looking gear with top hats. It was hilarious, with little fedoras. And when Ty Conti is out there passing stuff through the cage, Ruby, before the cage door opened, she caught an ass whooping from Ruby Soho, who went down there and was beating the holy hell out of Ty Conti. Ty Conti had to pull her dress down a little bit. I guess her dress was, you know, coming up a little bit too much because of the scuffle they were having. So she kind of pulled her dress back down and then said, okay, keep hitting me. That was funny. We all said, like I said, Kingston threw Guevara off the top. We had a bunch of thumbtacks. I want to say it was one of the 2.0 guys. They went through some thumbtacks, and it was crazy. And one of those guys was dangling from the cage with his leg. He was dangling from the cage upside down like this, all bloody after the match. I'm like, what are we watching, yo? This is madness. Madness. And it's like, when they got to the cage, they got on top of the cage. Like, you could tell they're like trying to be tentative and relax. And Claudio's just running around uppercutting everybody. He don't care. Claudio's like, I don't care about none of that. What's up? Claudio is out there just uppercutting people, and he don't care about none of that on top of the cage. Like I said, he did a Superman, Cesaro swing, whatever you want to call it, to Jericho. Looked very dangerous, but if I trust anybody to have my legs up there, it'll be Claudio, because he's very strong. So please don't let me go and we don't have a catastrophic injury. But He held on to Jericho. It was great. The ending of this was the greatest thing ever because Castiglione has a sharpshooter on one of the 2.0 guys. And I think it was Daniel Garcia. No, it was Jericho who was up there with Eddie Kingston and the stretch plum. And Eddie Kingston said, "Oh, we got one." He tried to do it again. "Oh, we got two." But one of the 2.0 guys, he tapped first. So Eddie Kingston had to let Jericho go because he didn't make him tap. Now, this is awesome and it's attention to detail because this feud for Eddie, it wasn't about winning the match, BCC versus JAS. This was about, I want to taste your blood, Jericho. I want to kill you. Literally.
Respect my authority!
That's what this was about. So he looked at Castiglione, and they have a weird, strange relationship as well. If you follow both of their careers. So he was like, "Yeah, we won," and Kingston's like, "We won, but like we won, but I didn't get him to tap. We won, but
How dare you!
I'm supposed to win this match." And that I thought was epic. That was great. I loved it. Because now we have an already built-in feud between Castiglione and Eddie Kingston. So this whole match, because he didn't get the chance to humiliate Jericho like he wanted to. And then at the end, all of the baby faces stood on top of the cage and all of them had their hands raised. Not Adam Cole, but they all had their hands raised except for Santana, obviously, because he was hurt. And that is how this went off the air. This was great. And this was a great episode of Dynamite, getting back to what Dynamite does best. Forbidden Door is over. We'll revisit that next year. But right now, it's all about the JAS and the BCC and storylines getting activated. Like,
You activated my trap
we
card.
got storylines being activated. We got storylines progressing. And we are starting new ones. And that's what I like. They got great stories going on. And they need to continue to do this just the way they're doing it. This is great. I am very, very happy that AEW is back to business. Him. I'm very happy that they're back to business. And they got a new Jungle Boy thing going on. FTR is still hot. They still got a shitload of injuries. And you can add Santana to the goddamn list. Because I hope I'm wrong, but I highly doubt that brother's not injured, man. It sucks. It sucks. But they got a shitload of injuries. But look at how good this show was. They got a lot of injuries, but still their roster is so deep, that they can go on business as usual and not miss a beat. That's why we love AEW. So congrats to everybody last night. Awesome show. And congrats to me because I'm out of here. So with that being said, that was your AEW Dynamite review. I am RJD. I am severely under the weather. As you can tell, I'm not my most joyous self today, but we are here. We're going to bring you the news tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better in the morning. And that's all I got. So if you watch NXT, my review on NXT will be out tomorrow. I apologize that it's late, but I haven't been feeling well, but we're going to power through. Today is a great day, which means I'm out of here. Socials, please. I know. Check out the socials. Hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Everybody be safe out there. It's a scorcher, baby. I am out. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.